We're live. I'm not here.
Okay.
And Devan's having a meltdown positively.
No, I'm not having a meltdown. I'm fine. I'm doing just fine. I'm doing better. I actually cleaned up my room since people were bitching about it. On the other show, and cleaned up my room. Positively. So, hey, let's get that fucking theme tune opening.
Oh my God. We just had some person who I think that might be Podcast Hitman we're talking to from somehow he's got a phone in jail or something. I don't know.
No fucking way.
We're talking to. It's not.
There's no fucking yeah.
Imagine if it was. Kind of derailed everything, and then was demanding that we keep talking to him rather than start the show. I mean,
oh, you're talking about that guy?
Yeah.
Well, I said his name was like Rob or something.
Call him Hodcast Pitman.
Okay. Hotcast Pitman. Gotcha.
Oh my God.
I mean, okay, I know this is supposed to be the positive show, but I feel like I kind of have a right to be mad.
Well, theme tune first.
Okay, theme tune first.
It doesn't
hit
matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just the producer. Is that working, sir?
Yep.
At this moment, I'm immune to all diseases. Cards. At this moment, I'm immune to all diseases. Cards. Cards. At this moment, I'm immune to all diseases. Diseases. Cards. At this moment, I'm immune to all diseases. Cards. Diseases. Cards. Cards. I think you can spread immunity through cards. 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 I mean, if you can pass something negative, you must be able to pass something positive too. Cards. 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 At this moment, I'm immune to all diseases. Cards.
And introduction time.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the HIV Positive Show.
Positive.
The positive show where we're supposed to be positive. And I'm finding it really difficult to be positive right now because my co-host here, Dave, is a little bit sickly at the moment. He's not even supposed to be on the show right now. Somebody else is supposed to be. What is the proper word? I'm a little bit
miffed.
I'm a little bit niffed because I'm pretty sure I included everything that I said that we would be recording at this time.
Yes.
And that I would have a co-host. That way my other co-host wouldn't have to stress himself out because I'm worried about his health.
Yes. The doctors are over worrying, which is fantastic. It's much better than under worrying.
Right.
Thank you to all the wonderful over worrying doctors. I appreciate your support. But you know, I'm also saving my voice for a certain episode of something that is on the Trello board as well. That we've got to. Well, we'll get to that later.
All right, so we gotta move past a couple of these.
Well.
Okay, wait. Actually, I do have.
I'm not your co-host.
A news item here. Hold on.
It would be kind of fun making you do the whole thing by yourself. But
no, there we go. So yeah, this is a interesting thing. I love Michigan. Michigan is one of the most interesting states. I swear. It just popped up my screen there. Dave,
what?
would you share my screen, please?
Oh, sure.
All right, yeah. So here in the Detroit of Michigan, a man chained to the roof of an SUV on the lodge. Around here, we call that a Monday. So yeah, this man here chained himself to the top of an SUV on the Lodge Freeway. And
That's a long silence. It's hard to fill in dead air yourself, isn't it? Remember, I'm just the producer.
I don't know what he's trying to do here, but
What? Who?
the man on top of the car.
Oh. I'm trying to find a co-host for you, Devan.
Yeah, please. I'm trying my best here. I'm trying my best, man.
Yeah, so Bob's going to the grocery store. So we're not going to plug his show.
Dead to me.
No. Well, we don't do that.
Oh yeah, no. I'm sorry. You need groceries. You need to provide for your family instead of helping me, which is fine.
Let me frame positively why the lame antelope needs to be picked off by the hungry lion. It's the circle of life. That's how nature works.
Mm-hmm.
I now am the lame antelope that can no longer keep up with the herd, the majestic herd of podcasters such as Boomer Bunker and We Are Assholes and wait, what's the name of your other show? Gaslighting. And that's good. That's good. That's positive. Do you look at Mother Nature and think, wow, that's terrible. That poor lame cripple antelope that got eaten by the lion. No, you go, that's pretty cool.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's feeding an animal family.
Exactly. It's time to get eaten by lions. But I didn't think getting eaten by lions would involve this much dead air.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to do. I don't know how you run a show. Okay, anywho.
Well, it doesn't matter.
So going through, we have a tweet of the week here, and I don't think this tweet is positive.
I'm thinking save the Trello board.
Okay, you want to just
the Trello board's too good.
Okay.
No one. Let me frame this positively. And I'll get to you right when I can think of how to frame it positively. How would you frame it positively?
I don't know why I feel
Oh, good.
What?
I can test out the individual track recording. When yells at me.
Welcome, Bob. How can you be positive?
Here comes the line. Roar, lion. As you ride atop your chariot. Roar.
I like that part, but I can't.
Roar, lion.
Well, I've got it going through here. They can hear you. Which is
Oh
fine.
my gosh.
It's okay.
Roar, lion.
It's okay. You're not. You're not.
I should,
Muslim.
and I'll be trying. Oh Jesus! Can they even hear us?
I'm not driving.
I think.
Caller, turn down your radio, caller.
Is that Tammy?
Oh,
Yes.
guys,
Tammy's driving right now. What are you doing?
so I can't kill the birds.
Run the birds over.
No.
Yeah.
That's
the
not
hell?
positive.
See,
I don't-
that's what I'm talking.
I don't know if they.
about.
It's a real yin and yang thing here with us.
But I can't wait to
Positively.
hear your show. I'm driving.
They're not gonna. It's all positivity here.
That's great.
Live, laugh, and love.
Oh, it's a
He's.
Are
I
you
think-
trying to kill my husband?
I think Devan is
Tell-
live. Dave is
Tell-
laugh, I'm love.
Tell Tammy to say something positive about Anthony Fauci.
Say something positive about Anthony Fauci. He's
Oh,
rich. It's fish.
I don't
See-
really have anything to say
Well,
about him.
make something up. Be like he's got a big old schlong or something. I don't know.
Bob could do it.
Don't coach her.
Yeah,
Sorry.
don't coach me.
Technically, I'm the one being coached right now. Tammy's driving.
But I
Yeah,
want
don't-
my-
Oh wait, no, that's not positive. I can't say that.
See,
See?
that's
Yeah, 'cause
funny.
This is about HIV positivity.
Don't be HIV. Don't be HIV negative.
Right.
That's one of our catchphrases. Without the stutter.
Man, what's with am I not allowed to talk in a podcast?
OMG.
What are you talking about?
Okay, what?
That's what I'm
John doesn't want me to talk in a podcast, apparently, because I talked more than 9 words, and he started dropping he starts dropping like a Family Guy drops.
Oh, it looks like it's dropped out. No.
Well, Bob did talk for 2 minutes.
Sometimes
He
you
got
have to do it.
It was a
defensive.
back and forth for 2 minutes.
He got defensive because John.
Because John totally,
wanted him to
John
stop.
jumped out of that story like an airplane. Yeah, I know.
So-
I told you the worst time.
Are you framing this positively? I hope so.
Yes,
Well, Bob,
How,
Bob,
how are you going to give
Bob.
John everything he
No,
needs? So he
Dave, 1
feels-
second, please.
John needs to feel safe in his.
Bob,
you know-
I actually did speak to John about that. You need to tell more interesting stories.
He wants a mixture between me and you. You don't talk too much. I talk too much.
What's a mix? Is this where we do the face app thing where we see what the offspring of Devan and Bob would look like?
Oh my God.
That still have more facial hair than him.
Yeah,
It'd be a
that's
beautiful
true.
baby. I'm just trying to be positive. See, this is why I didn't want to move more north.
I'm trying to get forklift
Yeah,
noises,
this is
Roy,
an
but
accident or something's going.
No,
Something's going
this
on
is-
over here because they're all getting around this one car.
Oh.
Like it's broke down.
Probably
or
ran out of
something.
gas because gas prices are so great right now. Everybody can just
Oh.
afford it. It's so affordable.
Yes.
Hey, Bob.
See? Positivity.
it's affordable. Positivity. See?
I had a quick question.
Yes.
Did I make it clear or not when I was looking for another co-host today that we were recording at 6?
Depends who you're talking to. If you're talking to me, I mean, I'd let you know that my evenings, my afternoon, or whatever, my evenings belong to my wife. So, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I already knew the time. So if you did say the time, I'd probably just let it go in one ear and out the other.
Cool.
So I guess that's a maybe.
All right, I need to check.
All right.
Well,
We'll
did
wait.
you put it out there for everybody, like on Discord or anything? Or,
Nope.
'cause I don't even
I
remember
definitely
saying it.
said the correct time. I said from 6 to 7:30 EST.
Yeah, but you were only talking. Who was in there? Me, John.
I said everyone.
I don't even know. You weren't even
Or
there whenever
here.
Brandon, you changed Brandon's name and then left.
Oh no, that wasn't. No, that's not me. That's a different Devin.
Mm-hmm.
Did we introduce Bob? I don't know if we did. Let me introduce Bob.
It's Fish.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah, I didn't hear it, but yeah, my internet's probably crappy.
All right, next topic. I don't really want to hear about soft. But yeah, if you want to listen to the wonderful show that I produced, where Soft interviewed some UFC fighter that lost positively. He was very positive about his loss. He really was, actually. His name was okay. What was his name, Devin? Brent Hand? No, Brent.
Not winner. Not champ.
He had a massive chin. I remember that. Big ass old
Made
chin.
out of glass.
How do we train Devin to be more like Alex Jones and can just talk?
Yeah,
very
you gotta,
good at
bang on your
silences.
desk a lot. You gotta just...
Oh, the desk banging. Yeah.
Question that interests his head.
He doesn't.
Love to
Nothing interests.
answer it.
Devin's already jaded at his young age.
Positively
he's already
jaded.
He's like me now. At his young age, like he's half my age, and he's already
hug chasers. There you go.
Less than I do.
Oh, well, that sucks.
All right, listen, I got these papers here.
There you go. I got this document.
Got the documents.
That's a great point, Access. We do have a Pokemon item, a positive Pokemon item.
This
right,
great
Devin?
game that's coming out.
No. The item on the Trello board is how do you engage old people like me who perhaps couldn't give a flying fuck about Pokemon? How do you engage them in conversation?
Pokemon Go.
I know. What the
Talking
heck
about
are you talking about?
Pokemon Go.
The nitty gritty of all this lingo.
Okay.
And all these different
Dave, let me ask you a
games.
really
It's so
quick question.
complicated.
Let me ask you a really quick question.
Okay, what's a Nuzlocke? I've got a question for you.
Nuzlocke is usually a run that people do on emulators or on their game.
Okay.
Whatever Pokemon that you get, when they get knocked out, they die. You can't use them again. You have to put them away and get another Pokemon.
You get to revive them.
So it's a game because it's a game that's made for children. You've got to make it more difficult.
Yeah, you got to make it like Dark Souls
when you grow out of it.
Yeah,
positively.
Like I don't think any real Pokemon fans play Pokemon Go. I think that's like a boomer thing now.
I'm 100,000 points ahead of Bob.
Yes, that's a good question. Why do Pokemon fans look down on Pokemon Go fans when it's all Pokemon?
Play Pokemon Go, but not any of the other games.
Well, I mean, in the battles in Pokemon Go, all you do is just rapid press a button instead of using, actual moves that does effects against another type.
Yeah,
maybe that's why.
I played Pokemon Go for a little bit, but not long enough to learn the names of Diglett and Meowscarada and
I play Pokemon
Squared.
Go. I like to collect things.
Yeah, I was about to say you should play it. Me and Bob send gifts to each other all the time.
That's right.
Oh, man,
Did you notice the last
And
gift they gave me
Pam.
was from Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah, I did.
It's pretty funny.
You just have to send me an invite.
That's
What
pretty good.
level are you?
Here's how you know you've made a serious vocational error. Whoops. I pressed the wrong button. Let me switch cameras here if I can. It's a little more difficult on a phone.
Yeah, no, I'll fix all this up in post.
Look at that boomer cam.
Oh man.
So what? We're gonna have Soft himself gonna come in for 30 minutes for the after show, I guess. Let's see, because I know. No, we need to save all this. You know, there was a great show planned today,
Yeah.
but you know it's fine.
Oh, I think we've lost Bob.
It's fine.
Oh, I think Opie, our friend. No, Opie? like he-
From the
Opie
Anthony
and
show.
Yes. Looks like he was testing out Twitter Spaces.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy. So that's a positive move for Opie.
All right. So
what's the plan, Devan?
I think the Taliban is making really great moves in Afghanistan right now. You know how I can frame this positively? They're going door to door,
Pro Taliban.
finding women that are over the age of 15 and assigning them
Throwing acid in their faces.
wives. What a true way to find a boyfriend-free girl.
I can argue throwing acid in faces is a positive move.
How so?
Because ugly women, like pigs like John Domingo. I mean, positive pigs. Like John Domingo, every single episode, he's critical of women's looks.
How
Look
dare
at
you.
that disgusting pig. Look at
No,
that
no,
monster.
stop.
Look at that. Every
Both
single
of you.
episode.
This is the HIV Positive Show.
And
This
I'm
is
gonna
the show
frame it
where we're
positive.
positive. Okay? All right?
And I'm getting around to that.
Good.
Okay. Can't wait to hear this line.
With
of-
my pro Taliban point. If we throw acid in women's faces, then everyone's at the same level. And there's no good looking, there's no ugly. All women look the same. They're
And
all
you're
zeros.
You're for this? Is that what you're? Is that you're for? This?
Yes. They're all zeros.
And I'm the one with the issue.
And so, and we have to recalibrate what we think is good looking.
All right.
And
So
and they all become good looking to us.
I agree with Dave.
All women are beautiful. So the Taliban have it right.
Now, so in other words,
Positive.
I always say that women do all that makeup and everything for them, not for guys, because it wouldn't matter. After a while, we wouldn't care because we're only after one thing as men. That's all we're after. And we would get used to the hairy legs, hairy armpits, hairy upper lip, all those shit. Oh, I know. You say you wouldn't, but you would. Well, listen to me. I'm talking to you. You don't even care if they're women's at times. So the fact of the matter is, when I said
Which
that
show are we doing now?
if I'm here, we're doing my show.
No,
Correct?
no. Never forget who's in control, Mr. Jamingo. You want to play Control Freak? We can play Control Freak positively.
Hey, I came on here as a favor to you. As a favor to you.
As a favor to you.
Correct.
The Boomer Bunker is doing very well. Congratulations.
No, I will say that too. Even though I am your like #1 Twitch viewer.
I got to tell you this. You want to talk about aggravating something? I'll give you a real chuckle. I was 30 minutes of editing into the gaslighting podcast, and it was really good, and I was really excited about it. And then it just crashed, and I lost all the editing. I have to do it all over again.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so that just happened. And when I went to do that, I saw that you left me a message, and I go, well, this is interesting. I'm going to be on the Positive Show, the HIV Positive Show.
Crashed.
It just, I was editing, and it just went blip, and it was gone. And when it came back, everything, it did save.
What did I say?
All the backups seem to be in the same spot. So just take a deep breath and just start all over again. That's all.
How do we frame throwing gay people off buildings positively?
You know, sometimes they just don't belong.
No. I don't think that's
sometimes they just don't belong. It depends on the way you view things. The way, you know, you live your life. If you're not okay with gay people, yeah, throw them off the roof. Who cares?
Speaking of gays, we lost one of our greats, Fez. Do you know who Fez is?
I did hear. I didn't realize that I had stopped listening to him a while back, and I didn't realize he came out as gay.
Yeah, a long time ago.
It's funny that, you know, you're into women, and then all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I think I want to suck dick.
I mean, he was gay the whole time.
Oh, so he was faking it.
Clearly.
He was faking it until he decided to come out of the closet. He was like Liberace. I just haven't met the right woman yet.
We had a famous swimmer called Ian Thorpe who insisted that he was straight for much longer than everybody knew he was gay.
Isn't that like?
And then he came out like it was this big thing, and everyone was like, "Yeah, we know,
we know. Yeah, you want to fool anybody?
It's okay."
Remember when Greg Louganis, he was gay. He was HIV positive, and he went to do a dive. He hit his head on the diving board, and he bled in the pool. And I think they had to do like a Caddyshack where they had to empty it and disinfect it, and do all the other shit to it because he had some HIV positive blood in the water, and nobody would go in.
Before HIV was so positive with the cocktail.
Well, we just didn't really care. I mean, nobody wanted it. There wasn't anything that they could do. They didn't have any kind of medication that would take care of it like they do now.
A cocktail, therapeutic.
Well, they have
but you never answered how you frame throwing gays off buildings positively, John.
I think you go for distance. The positive, you throw them for distance. I don't know. I'm making a joke about this. No, there's no positive way to throw a human being off a roof for having a different sexual orientation than you. I mean, pedophiles I would throw off of a roof. That's who I would throw off a roof. What was the blood that turned the sharks gay? Greg Louganis' blood turned the sharks gay.
Instead of the frogs.
I got the documents.
I've got documents on how do we turn the sharks gay.
The Romans were pro-pedophile.
It doesn't make it right. So are the Taliban. They have a bunch of kids hanging around with them.
Yeah, no, I was just.
I don't think you understand. We're pro everything.
Oh,
even when it doesn't make sense, we're pro everything.
I didn't know that.
We're pro Biden and pro Trump.
So this is what
we're pro climate change and climate destruction.
So we're
pro vaccine and
Pro anti-vax.
Anti-vax, yes.
So basically, you're pro freedom, you're pro choice in every which way,
And pro no choice, pro China.
So, like the Taliban, they have sex with male children, and then once the male children are gay, then they throw them off the roof. Basically, no evidence. Nobody talks. But wouldn't you be? You'd have to throw yourself off the roof because you were banging man-childs, or even females, like if they were under 12 or 13. Well, I don't know. They live to a beat of a different drum over there.
Well, I'm pretty sure I told you earlier, but they're going like door to door, finding the women that are 15 or older, and basically telling them that, yeah, you're gonna have a husband.
Yes, right? Because they say as long as there's grass on the field, it's time to play ball.
Well, we're pro teen pregnancy and also 45-year-old pregnancy, when it's pretty much 100% guaranteed that you're going to get a special child, like Chris Chan. I think Chris Chan was the product of a 40-year-old mother.
Today, I was trying to think of the
pro
name.
that.
I think she was 50.
I was trying to think of the
Bob
name.
wasn't 50. She was 40.
Oh, she wasn't. Oh, she was 40. Okay.
I don't think she was 50.
I don't know.
What do they call the disorder where they have like the squinted eyes and the fat cheeks?
Down syndrome.
Down syndrome.
Fat Asian.
I couldn't
sorry.
think of that because back in the day we called them mongoloids.
Yeah. This is like talking to my dead grandmother.
I could not think of Down syndrome.
That's exactly what my.
Yeah. Again, they used to call them. It was no big thing. Oh, what happened? Oh, she had a mong. And then if you were really bad, you called them a window licker.
My dead grandmother had Down syndrome people in her nursing home, and she continued to call them Mongol. Now, because we don't have institutions for those Down syndrome people anymore, so they stick them in nursing homes with old people. I think I've told this story before on shows. Now, what do you know about the physical characteristics of old people versus Down syndrome people? What are the differences? The key differences?
Well, strength and agility.
Yep. So, what do you think might happen in the lunchroom when there's disagreements?
I would imagine there would be a
Tard strength takes over.
I would imagine someone got an ass whooping and it wasn't the mongoloid.
Yep. Now, how fucked up is that?
Here's
We
my
have a
food.
system where we put Down syndrome people with Tard strength who like to punch on from time to time with frail old 90-year-old ladies.
Biff, I want your pudding.
Yep.
That'll get you pudding. You feel the back of my hand.
And that's now. That's
right.
That's our highly advanced system where we shut down all the institutions.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't they do that in America too?
Yeah.
Well, in America, that's why we have so much homeless. We used to have. Here comes Jody.
Jody B, my man, what is up?
Hey guys,
How you doing? You got anything to put in here?
what?
So we're about to work out how to frame positively a 30-year-old 300-pound Down syndrome man punching a 100-pound 90-year-old woman over, who eats the last Jello.
What kind of Jello was it?
Line. The worst Jello line.
Yeah, did it have fruit in it? Because if it had fruit in it, I don't even understand what
It
plant
would
it's
have
talking,
little slices of apple, which made it even worse.
Little mandarin oranges, maybe. I might fight you over that, but I don't know. Like pears, nobody likes pears.
No one likes pears. That's true.
John, would you punch a 90-year-old woman over a tapioca pudding?
No, I would not. Ridiculous.
Yeah, me neither. Hey guy.
Could a bunch of 90-year-old women get you angry enough to punch on? If they gang up on you?
Well, how could they gang up on me? And what are they going to just?
Okay, but what if they were in a crosswalk?
Okay.
What if it was like a gang of 90-year-olds with walkers, and like you were sitting at a red light, and there's like a 40 of them just slowly walking through the crosswalk. You don't think eventually, like towards the end, you would just tag the last few?
No, I would just basically put the car in park, sit there, and bet on who would win. Who's going to be the winner getting across the street?
It's like they're having a race.
Yeah. Just bet on.
Granny race. I like that.
Yeah, just figure out which one's going to make it to the end, and then try to figure out which one's not going to make it. Like which one's going to fall.
Yeah.
Do we have to get out, pick them up?
What about if you just slightly lost your marbles just a little bit more, and you found yourself being put in a home?
Yes.
And you are put on a calorie restrictive diet.
I honest to God, I don't think it would bother me because I've had it where I've been in the hospital and you only get 3 squares a day and they're small portions, and I was fine the whole time.
What if said antagonizer said the words donut, 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 fat, fat, fat?
I think I'm over
Be
that.
fine.
I don't like pudding that much. Is there another option? Like I might whip a 90-year-old woman's ass over some things, just not
Cheesecake
or Jello.
We have the old standby war of cheesecake versus pudding.
Yeah, I've had a pretty good cheesecake in my day. I don't know if I have
90-year-old whipping ass worth of cheesecake.
my wife's cheesecake's pretty goddamn good.
Pie.
I'll tell you, this is how good my wife's cheesecake is. She made one for her mom, but her mom is a bigger lady and she has the beatus. So we took a whole cheesecake to her house and I let her get a piece or two and then I took her cake away, her birthday cake. But you don't get to have this anymore. Now, I leaned on the fact that she didn't need it, but at the same time, I'm the motherfucker that was like, this is so good, you don't get to have any more for your birthday. I'm taking this home.
Yeah, you're doing her a favor because you don't get a chance to have it, and then when you have it, it's just can't stop.
Yeah.
How do you frame diabetes positively? Losing your limbs.
It makes you cut back on sugar. It makes you take it makes you take a positive role in your health and exercise and calorie intake.
You get to park closer to the grocery store. That helps, right? You lose one of your feet.
Well, if you lose a leg, yeah, I would imagine that would. Yes, I would imagine that would get you special dispensation parking.
You only have to buy socks like a pair at a time because you only have to wear one at a time. So like socks would last a long time.
Twice as long.
Yeah.
Right? Well, you still have to put something over your nubbin. Got to put like a woolly thing over your nubbin so when it fits into your peg leg.
Although consequently, like socks is one thing, but shoes would probably be a little annoying because like you'd never wear a left shoe again ever, but you have to buy the left shoe. Like you can't just go to the store and buy a right shoe. That fucking sucks.
A prick like me would go in and find 2 pair of the same size and take the 2 lefts out and then put the 2 rights in the other one. So then I would walk out with 2 left shoes.
Yeah, you're not a prick. You're just a good thinker.
Right. And then somebody would go home with 2 right shoes and they'd be like, God damn it, this one hurts. Why? The right shoe. 2 right. Who put 2 right shoes in the box?
My wife is loud as fuck.
So imagine you're that person that has 2 right shoes. How would you be positive about that?
My shoes are going to last twice as long. They might actually go out of style. They're going to last so long. Hey, I got a quick question. Where's
Wouldn't you cut your left leg off?
Oh, yeah.
The answer, isn't it?
Do I have an excuse to not be positive for 2 to 3 minutes?
Is the name Do I Have an Excuse to Not Be Positive show? Because if so, then probably.
So let me just take over because I don't have to be positive. So the fact that he's not here means that he fucked you. Is that basically what happened?
In the most positive way.
Yeah. What's the positive side of soft fucking you?
Well, they actually brought a more talented Dave onto the show. And here Dave, thought that he couldn't, but he could. And how positive is that?
I just don't understand how when I put into the chat of Content Kings very clearly that we
Yeah, okay,
record.
we get it. We get
From
it.
no,
Damn it.
and okay, fine.
So in other words, you set expectations,
Yeah.
and
That's all. You frame
and
it positively.
Dude, there's like 8 kids that live in
expectations,
that house
that's
with
all.
him. You can never really blame him for not for bailing because there's 8
Don't
kids.
be mad.
I honestly, I got to blame you for actually trying, for the simple fact that you know how unreliable he is.
Yeah, that's your bad, homie.
Yeah.
But that's a good
Oh
thing.
no, hold on. He showed up for Boomer Bunker.
Well, like that's because he likes Bob. Bob and him are buddies, but Devin's just a Discord nitwit.
Well,
Might be
hold on.
drunk.
I thought I was as close to soft as Bob and Soft were. Maybe not. Maybe.
Yeah, well, see, he wasn't thinking
gotta
about you.
reassess that relationship.
He was thinking of Devin, right? He didn't feel like he was screwing you. He felt like he was screwing Devin. That's why he didn't show up. And besides that, the Boomer Bob show, the Boomer Bunker show, it's an up and comer. It's a riser, right? This show is on a downward trajectory.
That's not very positive. Yeah. Downward trajectory, like your life expectancy, John Jamingo. Don't you never disrespect my daddy like that.
Like, it is funny, but it's not what this show's about.
Yeah.
I know.
The good news is you didn't have to listen to Soft ramble while he got drunk over the next hour.
That's positive. That's a positive spin. He did you a favor by not subjecting you to his drunkenness.
I like this show. I could do this all fucking day. I am Mr. Optimism.
What are you eating over there, Dave?
So are we going to kill this show positively?
Come.
Devin, are we going to kill this show?
The show isn't going anywhere, Dave.
Fuck.
I will say this, and I told Dave personally, HIV Positive, pretty good name for a podcast.
Yeah, no, it's a funny idea.
It is. It's yes, but how can you be positive all the time?
Maybe it should be Podsitive,
Yeah.
just to get the extra fucking shit in there with the
God,
wordplay.
that's so punny. You know, the HIV positive.
Podsitive.
Yeah, that's. Ugh. I hate that so much.
I know. You should change it to Positive just because John hates it.
That's a horrible name. Let's
Yeah.
do it. It's like the Boomer Bunker. Let's do a show every morning at 9:00 for an hour. And I was like, oh my God, that's so much work. It's going to be so hard to do. What
Yeah.
time?
The show's still going like Labor Day. I know that's a little ways away, but I don't take days off very often. But I think I'm off the day after Labor Day. I might drop in on your ass that morning and save a seat for me.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you'll have to talk to Bob. He's running the show. It's Bob.
I didn't ask. I just said save a seat for me, and I'll be there.
Oh, you can be in the chat with the trolls. There's no problem with that out there. The troll. We love the trolls.
The day
What
after
trolls?
Labor Day.
You, Dave, anybody that shows up that's in there trolling us.
I don't know what trolls you're talking about.
Oh my God. You, Colin, and definitely Dave. Dave.
I'm always positive about your show.
He
Yeah,
puts his
John.
back into it. Dave puts his back into his trolling.
It's positivity trolling, John. Don't you understand? It makes you do better when we sit around and shit on you. at the
I
same
just said I can love it. I'm
Yeah.
not playing.
If nobody was talking, you wouldn't have anything to talk about half the time.
I appreciate you guys showing up, supporting us. It's
Hell yeah.
fantastic. The positivity of chronic alcoholism, yes. Liver disease, that's great. Shortened lifestyle or life expectancy, not lifestyle. Well, it could be lifestyle.
Korsakoff
too.
syndrome. That's pretty fun.
You'll save money.
Early dementia.
You'll save money on food because alcohol is cheaper than food. So you could just drink all the time, and you would be nice and skinny.
You would have what they have a fatty liver.
Yeah.
Alcoholics usually have what they call a fatty liver.
It's delicious. Is that where podcast Hitman was trying to get to? But
The fatty liver.
he
He just got to he couldn't figure out how to get through the ribs.
didn't
he's
have
on
quite have the stomach for it.
Right.
that back label
Poor
bacon.
guy. Poor guy.
Any more stories on him?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything else.
Nothing. No news. Is he? I guess he's still he's still in jail, right? They didn't let him out on bail or anything like that, right?
Nope.
Did you see somebody
I know
recommend?
Michigan's pretty lenient on crime, but
Did you see
I don't
somebody?
think they let him out on bail.
Somebody said they should make it a punishment on the creep off to go visit him in prison.
Ooh, that's fantastic. Where does he live? Where does he live?
Here.
Michigan, dude.
He lives in
Yeah,
Michigan.
it's Michigan. Yes.
So that's not that far of a. They could actually do that. That's not that far of a drive from Ohio to Michigan.
The creep off is in New York.
At Rochester.
Oh, that's right.
Still pretty funny. Just the idea of like that's what they do. They have punishments and consequences. And somebody said that should definitely be on the wheel. If you lose, you have to drive to Michigan and see Podcast Hitman in prison.
Take a flight. You know, how hard would it be to fly from Rochester to Detroit for a day, go in, visit them, and then come back?
Better have your COVID shot or they'll kick you out of the airport and shoot you.
I would imagine that
Frame that positively.
I would imagine that they have their vaccine shot.
They'll kill you before the COVID gets a chance to kill you inevitably. They're doing you a favor by saving you the trouble of being in the hospital on a ventilator and dying.
True.
Mercy kills.
Why does Devan say he wants to keep doing the show when it looks like he's given up?
I haven't given up. I was letting everyone else talk. I was being polite.
He's doing what you do with 4 people.
I'm not even supposed to be here. You're supposed to be the host.
Yeah, well, you said fuck the fucking. Wait, I'm sorry.
Hey, Devin.
No, wait, no. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Dave, you said don't worry about the Trello board. Save it for another day and be more positive about the show. So I was letting our other host take a hold of the show because obviously I am incapable of doing so.
I don't find that true. I mean, you know, Jody and I are talkers, and Dave's a talker.
Mm-hmm.
He's talked more on this podcast than I've ever heard him talk on any other podcast. It's a hangout podcast.
It's hard to do, Devin, actually, to engage Dave. Like I'm pretty good at it, but it still takes us about 10 or 15 minutes to really get in the groove.
Did he call me Devin?
No.
I was talking to Devin.
To Devin, okay.
I was about to say, I don't understand where me and Dave just don't mix, because when me and John do the show.
Tread lightly here.
Oh, shit.
No, I am treading lightly.
Okay.
We don't have a problem. We keep talking most of the time.
Editing helps, I'm guessing. John is going to say in the most positive way.
It does help. There's times where I sit and I have the pauses because of, you know, my elder age and my eldered brain. There are a few pauses while I'm trying to figure out what to say. But I find lately that they're shorter and shorter. For some reason, I think I'm getting my groove back. Like today, there wasn't a whole lot of pauses. Sometimes I leave the pauses in for dramatic effect. Like if someone tells a joke that wasn't funny. Yeah. Very long pause.
Yeah, that funny conversation. This should be a podcast.
So. Dave, I have no idea why he wants to continue to do this show for like 14 people. Maybe he just considers it's a scrimmage before like the real game.
I mean, that's a pretty good deal. You know, he's pretty green, so all the practice he can get right now is pretty good, right?
It's
There's a
time to vote people off the show one by one. Devin, who's been the most negative
that's
on the
me.
show? Devin?
I mean, I think John's done a pretty good job of being positive.
Surprisingly.
What
John's loosened up a lot lately.
It was Dave that was the most negative. How would you take him off the show? You can't. He was running the show.
And there we go.
But I'm just saying, but he's still here.
Yeah.
He can still talk.
He's ever present.
He's ever present. He's here. He's like the Taliban. He's always listening in.
I like that. Very
positive.
Okay, so since all of us know this person, why is Brandon 1.0 such a combative, self-obsessed asshole?
Oh, wow.
Positively, I think it's...
Yeah, frame it positively.
I think what he likes is I don't think he gets enough engagement from people, and I feel that this
Also,
way,
frame it for people that have never met him or have talked to Brandon. So
he might be on the spectrum of the people we talked about if their mother and father are too old. And he likes engagement, and this is a way that he can engage with multiple people at multiple times. Like they say, any kind of publicity is good publicity, so any kind of interaction is good interaction.
Yes.
How's that for positive? You like that? That's pretty good. How about that? I didn't even think I could do that one myself.
I wish I could turn this show around. I
So
just
Devin,
need to do this for. Yeah, what's up?
So Jesus Christ. The reason that Brandon is such a combative prick and all that, what you said, the positive side, he does that to people on the internet that he doesn't have to see face to face, which, like John said, is probably most of the human interaction that he gets, which is good because you need human interaction. If he was going out in public and treating people the way that sometimes he treats people on here, he would either be stabbed or probably end up killing some old lady in a parking lot over a green Jello cup.
Okay, right. So, Brandon, I don't know what he has actually been like diagnosed with or what's going on with him.
Lonely.
But
that's what he's diagnosed.
No, I think it's deeper than that.
No.
He's on a spectrum of something.
No, he's definitely on that spectrum because I am as well.
Are you?
Yes.
What were you on?
I have Asperger's.
So you don't read social cues or anything like that? Like that's your
I had to I did classes in school to, get trained to, see that kind of thing.
Sure.
You rode the short bus?
No.
Oh,
No, I went to regular school.
You're not really officially on the spectrum then.
Give me the positive side of Asperger's.
Really actually being able to see when people are lying to you. Like when it's face to face. Over the internet, it's kind of harder to do.
Well, John, that's not a bad thing because when people are trying to sell you on some shit, there's a lot of things like the cues, the body cues, the fucking thing. Like if that doesn't work, then yeah, they're not going to buy.
Right,
So I guess that is a good thing.
Right, tells. Like you get same thing in poker. There's tells when you're.
Well, apparently, I'm the product of witchcraft.
Well, it's like when people ask you for money, like in a parking lot, and they come up to you. Like some people that have souls and hearts and all that shit, you can walk up and cry a little bit and be like, "I got my 2-year-old baby, and we're stuck here from Alabama, and we're just trying to get home." And they'll take money out of their pocket and give it to you. I don't do that. Now, I'm not Asperger or anything like that, but I know usually when it's bullshit. So
I'll give them money just to get them out of my face.
no, I don't carry cash. Sorry, bro.
Here's
all
money.
right. So since it's been requested, Anthony Cumia update. He recently got banned off of Twitter.
Well, they found the compound boss Twitter thing, but he also sold his house in New York. He's living in an apartment now.
Yeah, and now he's at apartment boss on Twitter.
He died. He died.
And they also he's going to South Carolina in the Greenville area to look for a house.
That's where he belongs.
Mm-hmm. He says he wants to be able to go out his back door on a 4-wheeler and go out somewhere and shoot his guns and not have to worry about neighbors.
Yeah, that's how he's going to thrive there because that's exactly what you can do in South. That's pretty much the only thing to do in South Carolina.
Well, he's there with his people. Well, most of his people. There's a contingent of people that he's not very fond of. There's a lot of them in South Carolina too.
It is funny. Do you ever think about, and the positivity, I don't know, we can find it in this, but do you think about all the rich, like famous comedians that moved to Texas over the last 8 months and how much that's affecting like their lives compared to California, but also the surrounding people having to deal with all the assholes that moved here from California?
Yes.
I'm sure they hate it, right?
They've moved to Austin, Texas, where that's more of a liberal stronghold in the town. That town of Austin is more of a liberal stronghold.
Yeah. What's where the college is? This shit is right downtown. The college is a mile from the campus. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's not real. I mean, they have a huge homeless problem there.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people that went to Austin, they didn't like it and they're leaving. Tim Dillon hated it.
Sure. He's not built for that. I've been to Austin one time, and can I tell you the one thing that I brought home from Austin, like the one little fun fact?
Oh, I thought you were going to say venereal disease, but go ahead.
No, I was with my wife. Maybe she might have got something. I don't know. I didn't see. We were there for 4 days. Like we got there, stayed 3 whole days, and left the 4th day. However it goes. Ask me how many black people I saw.
2.
I saw 2 black people in fucking 4 days.
I would imagine there's more there now.
Sure, and I'm pretty sure there was more around. I didn't go a lot of places. I was just downtown because these people happened to have like a flat just right off the main drag where you could walk maybe 3 blocks and you were in the downtown area, like the artsy part. In 4 days, I saw 2 black people. It was fucking weird because I'm living in Arkansas. We're got a pretty good mix here, and I mean, like it is what it is. I'm used to seeing black folks, and like. I noticed after the second day, just walking down the street, because it's a crowd of people, you're walking, you just kind of look around and you're like, where are the fucking black people at? Like, there's no fucking black people. It's weird. It's too quiet here. Like, nobody's fucking like, I don't know. I noticed it. It made me feel uncomfortable. By the 4th day, I was like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Really? I would consider it paradise. I mean, I would think
Well, there was a bunch of drunk white people, so that was the difference. There were Latino people. Now, I didn't say there weren't brown people. It's just specifically where I'm at, I see black folks. Like, it's all in my day-to-day. I work with black folks. I'm around black folks everywhere I go. And I just happened to notice after a couple of days, it just kind of was sticking to me standing at a crosswalk. I just took a survey, like I kind of swept. I was like, man. I looked at my wife and I said, have you noticed there's no black folks around? And she goes, whatever, dude. Yeah. One of the guys was a waiter, and the other one was a homeless guy. That was the only 2 black folks I saw in 4 days.
And see, that's funny too, because we're okay. Well, I guess this is my show now. Yeah. Thanks for listening to the HIV Positive Show.
You've got 3 minutes to go. You're not allowed to end the show.
What? I'm not allowed to end the show. Okay. What do I do? Do you want take calls? Take calls. Maybe. Nope, nobody's around. All right. Fuck, I don't know what to do. Why am I getting put on the spot like this? I look like a fucking idiot. I guess this is kind of interesting. Did you guys hear about how OnlyFans is like making it so there's no more closing rant? Closing rant. Okay. Closing rant. All right, here we go. My biggest fucking problem right now is Dave. No, I'm kidding. Positive closing rant. Positive. Okay. What I think is really positive is that OnlyFans is finally cutting out all of that sexual content. It's only going to be positive content now. No more women banging themselves. Oh, okay, apparently I'm. God damn it. Okay. I'm failing. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's been it. If you're listening to this, I'm a fucking failure. Dave has put too much faith in me. Talk about I'm not gonna talk. Oh yeah, JoJo Stone Ocean is gonna fully release in December, which is very positive because I love JoJo. So the full subbed version of JoJo Stone Ocean Part 9 is going to release, or Part 6 actually is going to release in December on Netflix. Awesome. Love JoJo. JoJo is one of the best animes ever made. I don't care what anyone says. You can fight me on that. JoJo's the best anime. I don't care. Naruto sucks. Bleach sucks. And that's the end. All right. Thank you for listening to the HIV Positive podcast. God. Why am I doing this?
Got any plugs? You want to plug in?
Listen to the fucking gaslighting podcast where I'm way better.
Listen, why would you sit
What's
there and
the-
continue to do that? Why wouldn't you just leave the studio? I don't understand why you would allow yourself to go through all that.
I
It's
have to do it.
Why?
For 3 minutes?
Well, I'm just saying, if you're that uncomfortable, don't sit there and tell everybody you're a failure. Just leave, and then you're done.
I
You
can't
could
do
have done
that.
You could have done a 3-minute outro. Basically told everybody what to do, go to Content Kings,
Oh my god.
up your content, up your Patreon donation, listen to the Boomer
gaslighting.
Bunker, listen to Gaslighting, listen to you on other things. You could have done a lot of different things. You just can't. One of the things you can't do is panic. But then again, there's only 6 people watching this. So, what's the big deal?
Yeah.
So
we can
And
just sit here in silence then. Let's do that.
no, I told him earlier when we were doing gaslighting, I said, if you need somebody, let me know. I'll come on, and if Soft doesn't make it. And
Well, I didn't know until fucking last minute.
I know. I had a feeling. I had a funny feeling in my loins that he was going to screw you.
So did I. This is the after show, so we don't have to be positive anymore.
Oh, yeah. Well, in that case. So
I'm fucking upset, man.
What's upsetting you?
John, you're banned from the show until you can be more positive. You
No,
weren't positive enough.
no, he's not.
Yes, he
I
is.
overruled that.
You can't overrule it. We're 50-50 on we're 50-50 on the show.
So it's overruled.
You over.
It's
you
a
had
neutral
some bans
vote.
that I wanted to overrule. What the fuck?
Why
you have
would
more bans in place than I have bans in place.
Let me just say this.
What?
Bring me
What?
on-
Not having Jacob and Brandon on the show, is that so bad? I'm sorry that they're terrible fucking guests, and all Jacob wants to do is fucking murmur about his fucking Suboxone or whatever the fuck he's doing to get off his drugs. I don't care about that. I don't want to hear about that.
Hey,
I don't want to hear
hey,
about whatever fucking Brandon's
we're
doing
all addicts of
with his
some-
fucking cassettes.
some
I don't
flavor.
want to hear about any of that.
Do you want to argue about what
Hey,
voltage a 9-volt
we're all-
battery actually is?
We're all on some kind of spectrum.
Why would you do a show about positivity with, well, I don't know about you, Dave, but with Devan? It's like one of the hardest things for him to do is be positive, especially about shit that you can't I mean, how can you be positive about people throwing gays off a roof just for the simple fact that they're gay? Where is the positive spin on that?
Because it's kind of funny.
Well, yeah, but you can't really do it. There's
Well, I
no
think we
way
did.
to make it where if you toss a man off a roof just because of his sexual
Orientation.
Yeah,
Is that the word you were looking for?
That was the word. I was going through. It's like you're going through the library. What's that word? Where is it? Oh, orientation. Yeah, there it is. So, yeah, because of a sexual orientation. Meanwhile, these motherfuckers are banging sheep, little boys, and all this other stuff. It's just so hypocritical. And I have a thought, since we're not being positive anymore. What they really should do is drop a bunch of guns and arm all the women in that fucking place and say, here you go, ladies, have at it. Because they're either going to be dead or sex slaves or whatever. So if you want your freedom, fight for it. And then I guess we'll figure out why we're worth 70 cents more on the dollar. Right? Oh,
Yes.
now all of a sudden you want
Exactly.
equal.
Robert can do it.
Yeah. Now you know why we're worth the extra 30 cents. Cunts.
John does white knight every now and then. It's really weird.
I have my moments, I guess.
So how long were the US in Afghanistan for?
It'll be 20 years this September.
And it's made zero fucking difference.
None whatsoever.
Zero.
It was a big grift. All they did was take all American taxpayer money and give it to a bunch of fucking heathens over there. It was a big giant. If you were on the inside, you made money hand over fist. You know that the president of Afghanistan left the country. On the plane, he had $168 million in cash on the plane as he took off and left his countrymen behind. They should find that motherfucker, put a rope around his neck, and string him up from whatever high piece of wood they can find. They should strangle that son of a bitch to death. That prick is no good. I mean, he didn't even
podcast hitman to do the job, you think? Or
I think the podcast hitman would be too good for him. We need somebody even worse. Somebody that just could go in there and torture that son of a bitch, because he up and left all his countrymen. Fuck you. You deal with
try and make that funny, John. Comedy.
And then basically they said, look, if you fight us and we find you, we're going to kill you and your whole family. And they're like, fuck it. Here's the guns. And we'll go back to it. And they're all Muslim anyhow, so they don't really care about the women there. No one cares about the women. That's why I say arm the women and say, if you don't want to live like a woman in Islam, then you better start fighting for your freedom. And since we're all equal and there's no difference between the sexes, shouldn't have any problem here.
So as a proud American patriot, are you willing to publicly apologize to all Afghani women for your failure in Afghanistan?
Yes.
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 The English failed, the Russians failed, and the Americans failed.
Look,
no one can civilize Afghanistan, it seems.
You would think that we would have learned in Vietnam. The same people they were fighting at night would change clothes and be walking around all day in the markets, getting food, doing whatever. You couldn't tell the enemy from the friendlies. And that's the same thing that happened with the Taliban. As soon as the United States said, okay, we're leaving, the Taliban said, all right, we don't have anybody to fight us. We're just going to go overtake us. The rest of the people that aren't Taliban are a bunch of pussies. It took them one day, basically, to take over the whole fucking country. After we spent $88 billion and 20 years to train these fuckers.
Right, that is kind of funny.
They couldn't hold the fucking place for a day. And
it's kind of funny.
And we're supposed to feel bad about that? Like we did everything we could. The only thing the only thing they should have done.
Can always do
this
more.
Is what they should have done. They should have left a contingent around the Capitol, and until they could get everybody out, you just say the Taliban. You're not even getting near this place until we get everybody out.
Okay.
And
all right, that's cool. See, Devan, that's how you do it.
Death by face sitting.
No. That's how you just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. So now you've listened to what John said.
Now you do it.
Right now, about what?
Pick something.
The Taliban?
Pick anything. Pick a topic that you're passionate about. What are you passionate about?
Something you know? Something irking you at work, perhaps?
The only thing that's irking me at work right now is fat fucks who don't know how to fucking pull their load.
Why's he got to be fat?
Because he is fucking half your height and your same fucking weight. That's why.
Hey, look.
Oh, so we're not talking about present company. We're actually talking about someone at your real job.
Yes.
There it is.
Who takes a fucking hour to do goddamn paperwork when it doesn't take that fucking long?
So now we have a crossover between HIV positive, boomer bunker, and gaslighting.
That's right.
This doesn't sound
An all-star show.
like a very positive show.
It's
Well,
the
fuck
after
off.
show. It's the after show.
It's the after show. It doesn't have to be.
Cool.
It does. Yeah, this after show does not have to be positive.
You could have had
What?
Mm-mm.
What?
Nope.
I wanted McDonald's.
No.
Goddamn, just glass fucking Afghanistan.
Oh, you wanted McDonald's too?
Damn, man. The damn
Good
Mexican place
glassing.
is busy. What is the date today? Is it kind of May the 5th?
I mean, basically, you lured them all out. You said we're leaving. They all came out, and then you could have just came in
Then I did.
and just start decimating them
Oh,
in the street.
got my boomer Bob narcissist meal.
Send the fucking Moab.
Now, you don't want to kill everybody. You don't want to kill the women and the
Fuck
children.
them.
Well, then just let the Taliban have it.
No.
No,
You
you
need to drink this big.
I
No,
wanna
we can
kill
just. Everyone's
That's a
gone.
very big
We
drink.
just take all the oil.
I
Wow,
tried to get the one under this, which is only about that tall.
And then that way Bob won't be
They
pissed
didn't-
off about fucking gas prices anymore.
They
Hey,
didn't
quick,
have
They
the
didn't
cup.
have any lids for those.
Is that a
cups.
real?
Oh, no lids this time. Oh,
Is that real sugar soda or is it diet?
This diet.
oh my god.
Yeah, the other one's only about this tall, up to about here.
Right,
But
but
no,
they're out of
I had
lids.
to get the one with the fucking undertow.
Right, you know why? Because of China.
I
China's-
could my jet ski in that fucking thing.
Just
What
saying.
jet ski?
I think he has a jet ski.
I didn't tell you about that.
Oh no, I thought you just had a million records that you never even
Must
fucking
not be
use
any of your
anymore.
fucking business then.
Where's the pot?
And 73 audio
He
interfaces.
said
Hey,
Stop
hey,
forgetting
Tammy,
about that.
how about you sell all of the shit that he doesn't use?
He uses everything.
she'd have to sell.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
See, why isn't a man allowed to have any toys? Look at all that shit over to your left there, Devin, or right.
I don't fucking. This shit just sits here. I don't play with them. I'm not like fucking Bob. Let me buy this new audio interface. Oh, I hate it. I'm gonna send it
'Cause I
back.
sold all my old ones.
Oh, but all Bob's toys, he has used them, played them out, and got bored like a child. Put it in a corner in a toy box and got new ones. But Bob
Hey,
plays
Tammy,
with
do me a favor. Take a hammer and fucking destroy him.
Hold on.
Yeah.
See if I can find one.
Just like what I do with my carers once I'm sick of them.
That's all I got.
Why am I so pissed off?
Bro. I got
So didn't
toys.
Soft say he could be here in an hour?
Yeah, and he's still not fucking here.
An hour Michigan time?
It's the same fucking time, Bob.
Have you turned your volume down yet? I hope so.
No.
He's the you're the pigtails of this show, the screaming into the mic guy.
That's me, usually.
Yeah, but you're well, it did distort that one time, but
Right.
it usually doesn't distort.
Sometimes. Well, I have a compressor on, so if it gets that high, it usually compresses it down. All right. Well, listen, I would like to hang here with you guys, but I actually have some work that I
Then
have.
why don't you?
I have to go.
You got
But I
more important
appreciate-
things to do.
I have no. Well, I wouldn't say they're more important, but they are important. I appreciate you
Gotta go
inviting
tell
me in.
others to not talk during their podcast.
Excuse me.
Oh my goodness.
Let's talk about talking
Play the
over
drop,
people.
John.
Don't listen to him, John.
I
He's
don't know.
gonna pop in there and play fucking.
Play
legs
the
on
drop,
guy's
John.
drops and then leave.
I don't have the drop up, so I'm not going to play.
God damn it.
Hey guys,
Guys
you
are
know
killing
what?
me.
This rambling, boring conversation.
Bob just
Hey,
gave him
hey,
a-
Listen up. The more of your long stories, all right? Yeah, people aren't used to boring podcasts.
Fuck you.
Aw.
Bye bye.
Listen, This is almost a rubberneckers right now. Who we missing? Andrew and Colin.
No, we're just missing Andrew. Colin was never a factor.
Love
All
is in the air.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Hey,
Bye.
when you get done, John, make sure you send that episode to me.
Watch it.
Yes, sir. You bet. You bet. You bet. And you better tell what's his name to get on that cartoon drawing of you.
I already messaged Crom.
Okay. All right. I'll talk to you later.
Yep.
Toodaloo. I don't think I played my remix. So
You have a
Hey,
remix
Tammy,
of
you ready for a remix?
Of what?
One of Dave's originals.
All right, I'm ready.
what? Is that like Werther's originals?
Fuck off.
That positivity
Hard candy.
is blowing
Can you hear
my
that?
mind.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Vegemite candy. Yes.
Everybody out there, 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 everybody out there.
You picked a horrible picture.
Everybody out there, everybody out there,
Beautiful.
Hello. My name is Forward Chandler. My name is Forward Chandler. My name is Forward Chandler. I'm doing fine. Everybody else, hello.
what's the sound quality like over StreamYard?
It sounds fine.
My name is Forward Chandler. I'm doing fine.
Bananas.
Fish and chicken. Bananas.
Bananas.
Delicious fish and chicken. Everybody else, hello. My name is Delicious. Banana. My name is Delicious. Banana. My name is Forward Chocolate Milkshake. My name is Forward Chocolate Milkshake. Delicious fish and chicken. Delicious fish and chicken. Bananas. Have a good please. 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 Please. Act smart. Please. Act smart. Thank you very much. Bananas. Thank you. Thank you very much. We need a bag of cat food. 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 Have a good day. Bye.
That pretty much sums everything up, I think.
Yeah.
Shit, Bob Chan's doing fine. So that's good. I mean, we did something.
Yeah.
So thanks to all the patrons.
Yeah. If you guys do actually subscribe to the Patreon, thanks.
Yes. Yeah. Patreon still has like 3 more patrons than Patrick Michael, I think. So
Thank God.
not for long. Patrick Michael's on the rise. And doing victory laps as well.
Yeah. Always with the victory laps.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah.